There's news for the masses, and then there's news for the classes. Let me explain. Right now, the mainstream media is busy telling you about Taylor Swift getting engaged to some football player.
Taylor Swift is engaged. Taylor Swift is engaged. Taylor Swift is engaged. Come back to me. She just posted it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it's huge, ginormous. Taylor Swift's engaged, and you can see it right there on her social media.
Really? That's breaking news? Come on, CBS, we can do so much better. What you won't hear from the mainstream media is this.
It's a bit crazy that there's a whole movement for sound money, for money that's outside of the existing incumbent system, and yet at the moment, the only way that glues this together is to have to go into US dollars and out again.
For the last several years, I've been saying that the new monetary system will be about transparency in commodities. Instead of opaque debt promises like treasuries, it'll be things like gold and using the transparency of a system like XRP and the ability to transport quickly, efficiently.
The Great Depression was very, very difficult because people just couldn't get any dollars because it was tethered to gold, so they couldn't get an income at all. So a lot of them had to be reduced to barter. One of the best investments back then was treasury bonds. They weren't moving so much in value, but because they weren't moving nominally and everything else was moving down, the purchasing power of U.S. Treasury was skyrocketing. So it's going to be the same thing this time, except we're going to go down a level in the pyramid from treasury bonds being the best investment to money itself.
Right now, it looks like 40 is the next target. And they're trying hard to keep it from going towards that level, but I think eventually it will. On the fundamental basis, I think that we have silver deficit that has been running for like 5 years. There's not enough silver being mined and produced to match demand. That's very bullish. And the fact that countries like China and India need a lot of silver, not just for investment purpose, but also for building their infrastructure, makes silver, in my opinion, probably one of the most undervalued assets on the planet. If you think of where silver got in 1980 and even 2011, we're still not even there.
And why is it so important to have fractional silver? Well, if you're making transactions with silver, you can make much smaller transactions if you have fractionals. It's a lot easier to spend one of these for $1 than it is to try and break up a 1 ounce bar or round. This is just low cost fractional silver. So they are fractional. Each one is a 1/14 of an ounce, like I said. And so that's the first reason why you need to be stacking silver dimes, because they're fractional.
Now you're probably wondering, Ray, why are you playing these clips about silver? Here's why. A CBS anchor compared herself to Paul Revere.
Oh my God, it's on her Instagram. It's on her Instagram. It's on her Instagram. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I feel like Paul Revere right now.
But let's set the record straight. For those of you who don't know, Paul Revere wasn't some talking head in front of a teleprompter. He was a silversmith, an entrepreneur, a patriot, and military officer, most famously remembered for his midnight ride on April 18th, 1775, when he warned the Minutemen of the British advance before Lexington and Concord. That single act helped turn the tide for a patriot victory. Fast forward to today, our modern Paul Reveres aren't on mainstream news. They're people like Jason Cozens, CEO of Glint.
Florida, under their constitutional right, under Article 1, Section 10, Clause 1 of the US Constitution, a right they already have, has now said we are authorizing gold and silver as legal tender, transactional gold and silver as legal tender. This is effectively the second authorized currency of the United States of America. There's 22 states already working on this. This is going to be a tsunami, a domino effect now.
I figure it takes a Brit to wake up our legislatures. So thanks for doing that, Jason.
Jason is sounding the alarm on the central banking system that controls the US financial landscape, and he's reminding us that gold and silver are sound money. They're a way for everyday citizens to combat inflation, preserve their wealth, and protect their families. To me, Jason and others like him are far closer to modern-day Paul Revere's than any CBS anchor will ever be. And honestly, if Paul Revere was alive today, I'd bet my silver he wouldn't subscribe to mainstream media, nor let his children waste time on it. Why? Because today's mainstream news lacks substance. It lacks solutions. It doesn't empower citizens to prosper, to build wealth, or to live the American dream.
This is a very exciting moment for me in my professional career because I get to announce that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged.
If this is what mainstream media considers the highlight of a career, then there's no wonder why Americans are turning elsewhere for real news and real content. Be sure to check out Glint at glintpay.com to start using gold and silver as transactional sound money. Don't let your wealth slip between your fingertips. So with that being said, find your tribe online, don't fall for the mainstream narratives, subscribe to my channel for genuine and authentic authentic content. Thanks for tuning in. Love you mucho.